project that I'm going to be doing in Renee's garden. As you can see, I have some beautiful antique white metal chairs that were my husband's mom. So I have always admired these because I love that type of style and vintage look. So I'm very, very happy to have some of her precious ornamental, historic antique chairs in my garden. So as you can see underneath them, they have all that beautiful creeping Jenny down below. And then right here in front, I have dug out another area all the way down there, is because what I want to do is I want to have that creeping Jenny come all the way to this edge. So to be a continuous carpet of this creeping Jenny, I think that would be just beautiful. And then I'm going to start it from over here and see how that is starting to creep. But it takes a few years for the creeping Jenny to actually creep on to where I need it to be. So I was so honored and pleased that Gardening with Bernie wanted to share some of her plants with me. So I have a couple of these bags that has not creeping Jenny, but it has like that creeping thyme. And I think that would be a beautiful contrast to what I have already. So what I'm going to do is that I have kind of like loosened the dirt here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some good some of this flower and vegetable garden soil down there, and then I'm going to soak it really good, and then I'm going to just, you know, patch it like puzzle pieces. I'm just going to take chunks of it and I'm going to put it in this whole area so it can grow in together. So let's get the first part done, and that is getting this area soaked and get it nice and wet so the roots and stuff will be able to take hold of this area. So as you can see, I'm just wetting it down so I can make it kind of like moist and beautiful. Sorry, I don't have my tripod, so I'm trying to do this with one hand and work with the other, because you know us gardeners, we have to be multitaskers. We got to just have that vision in our minds, and we just will do anything in order to get it done. But isn't that beautiful? Look at that. I got that salvia in that one planter that when we were cutting some trees on the upper level, it broke. So you know how I am in my garden. Repurpose and reuse. So, all right, so let me finish getting this all soaked down, and then I'm going to apply some of that flower garden soil down here, and then I'll come back when I have started to patch up this whole beautiful area. Aren't you guys excited? Because I know I am, because this is one of the projects that I have been wanting to get completed, but I just didn't want to go out and spend the money to buy a whole bunch more of this creeping Jenny, because you know now with prices in the garden centers are kind of out of control. So I'm so thankful with Gardening with Bernie for her to share some of her wonderful plants with me. All right, guys, let me get this other part done, and then I'll come right back. As you can see, I have laid them out, and I've put the roots with some topsoil on top so they can get hold, and then I'm hoping this part right here will merge together. So I have 3 more bags of this creeping thyme that I'm going to stick from this side, and I'm going to try to do the top part first and then the bottom, and then I'll try to like spread it out the best that I can. But this is what it's looking like so far, and I think that's going to be beautiful once it all fills in and just be a carpet of beautiful yellow. I think it's going to be gorgeous. It looks a little rough now because whenever you're transplanting plants in a new area and they're not acclimated or they're not used to my home, then they were used to Bernie's home. So now they have to transition over here into Renee's garden. So I'm going to give them all the love and care that I have in order to keep them healthy and keep them growing, because these are pretty resilient plants. So they just need a good hold of something and keep them watered until they get the roots in established, and then let the beauty begin. All right, guys, let me finish it up, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. I'm so excited. This is as much of the creeping time that I had that was gifted to me from Bernie to complete this area. So I just have to keep it watered, and hopefully it will fill in the areas that are bare. Hoping that this part will come all the way down. But, you know, baby steps. I'm just so thankful that I was able to get this section started, and hopefully it will take, and within, I don't know, before fall or winter, that this will take a hold, so when winter comes and fall comes, it won't take it out for good. We want to have positive thoughts whenever we plant something new in our garden. And that's the way I do it over here in Renee's garden. I say a prayer on it, and I just let it go and let it do what it's going to do. So, all right, guys, this is the final look, and I'm hoping that one day this part will look like this. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And Miss Renee, we'll see you in the next video. Grow creeping time. Grow, grow, grow. Thanks again, Bernie. Don't forget to go check out Gardening with Bernie, because she always has something happening over there in her garden as well. And tell her Miss Renee from Renee's Garden sent you over there to check her out and make her smile for the day. All right, guys, take care.